want the amendments to be present here as well, or do we want to take on questions? Present and then questions? Yeah. So the document which was documents?
Yep. But it's like a fucking 7-page master.
The Slido link will be shared in a small while. He's sending it, and you can put the questions there. The questions list is open. It will be open till 10:17 exactly. Sorry.
Question: do you want me to be on stage, right?
Yes.
No, cool. That's not relevant right now. The actual question is, if we have
Okay,
the Slido on the
the
screen,
Slido is open, so you can.
and we can't at the
make
same
your
time have
questions.
this there.
Just first. Just put those rules and questions. Yes.
Yeah. Because at this point, if someone hasn't read the document,
It's too early for me. I look so good in the camera.
that you do.
No, where's the camera? This one?
That's
Hey.
right over there.
I have my moment. Hey, Mama, I love you. Sorry, I said hi to my camera. Say hi to the camera.
Smile and wave. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
You can show me. No.
I'm gonna go get the laptop.
I'm nervous. I'm applying.
Please go on.
Could you please share the last updated document with amendments to the
It is updated.
just to look at the screenshot?
Oh no.
No?
It's a lot of people from outside of ESN Estonia as well, so cool. Technically, you have 10.
I mean, it was sent to the section, so.
Yeah.
The sections are controlled documents, so you can only share it with
Your,
the chat.
don't you see your
I mean, I can,
suggestions?
but where is it? We don't know.
It's okay, I'll just plop them in the ESN on general chat. Just for walls.
No, I didn't.
Recreational crimes. Victimless crimes.
No, if you turn on the comments,
Why do we need to put it?
you see your
Or should we see the other one?
else, you know.
Or
Because the time goes, and if there is no questions, then I can sit down and we can proceed with the agenda.
No, we can wait now because it's 4 minutes more. It's fine.
I'm anxious. Everyone is looking at me.
This is so funny.
Oh, the start. I will double check if I can say this to the room. I was not allowed. I'll tell you later. Because I was
I have to fucking test like this. The QR code works.
if they want to talk about
Yes.
inputs, but also I don't think I have time.
Before on time.
So I was asked to stand here, so for what?
Tell us something funny.
Enjoy. Tell you something funny. So you didn't all sleep, and I slept for 6 hours. Thank you very much.
you know that
I prioritize my sleep.
Just saying it's amendments and there should be questions. To be honest,
And also,
I do not understand
I
why
agree.
are there no questions.
I agree, and if you were all for changing the agenda to have this discussion, you
Exactly.
had any questions, right?
Because it's important stuff.
It's important stuff for all of our. I know people are eating, but put your input, ask a question, at least one. I worked too hard on this. Just randomly.
For her, it's like going to the exam and she's like, no.
I'm
no exam.
anxious.
Just
I
go.
have been working on
Pass.
it a lot. Please. I wish it would be like that.
Is it anonymous? Yes.
No, I'm fucking naming it. I don't give a shit.
Yes, go for it. You can go ahead.
We have 2 minutes, guys. It was a pleasure looking at your sleepy heads. It was amazing. Thank you very much. Before we start, before I answer and go back to my seat, I have 2 minutes of my famous time, right? Okay. Why is no one asking questions? It's your central people. I agree. Let's all also say thank you to Fabienne that also contributed to the statutes. She did a lot, also helped me a lot. We love you and you're appreciated. 1 minute left. Amazing, guys. Thank you for wasting my time too.
So true. I love democracy.
I am often educated.
My only question is sections. I want to see, did you actually read the statutes or you will be just watching them? Raise your hands if you read the statutes.
Should we do a hand count?
Wait,
So
I'm interested.
with all that I wrote down and Sasha writing down, you all agree? Or
Where did you vote against?
Bro, you look like a math teacher.
can I sit down?
Yes.
That was the worst 5 minutes of my life.
Okay, I'm closing slide.
It's amazing.
I fucking guess so.
The speaker list is closed. By the way.
With that, yes, the speaker's list is closed, and I don't understand this question, but okay, or is it a statement? There is no punctuation, so it's okay. Great. Good to
For
see
fuck's
there is
sake.
no questions, which means amendments were perfectly made. So we can proceed with the voting on communication manager, AB, and the amendments all. Now, to the vote holders, the question is, since the votes will be on paper, do you want everyone to go out, or would you be okay with doing votes here? And it will be anonymous voting anyway. So
Also, are we doing arts and crafts?
Huh?
Are we doing arts and crafts?
do you want the vote?
I don't have to
Do
do
you want
origami.
everyone else to go out, or
Can I make
is
a
it okay for you guys that you do the anonymous voting in the back of the room or in your seats as you want? Okay, cool. So the vote holders can come and take the papers, and
It's not changing to the fucking paragraph.
No,
yes, again,
the-
yes.
I clicked here, so I'm focusing on this.
Yeah, but if you try to do the user page, you can try to do it now.
Stand by.
Scrutinizer one. Did you forget?
Okay. Evelina Boyko and Hakan Demir.
Right now.
That's okay. It's okay. I just need to be sure because I may need to exit.
They copied as well.
I was not aware.
Sasha, remember, vote for Herm. Vote for Herm is a vote for the future. What's up? Boy, my beard is already fucked up and all. Well, now it's probably better. To be honest. Yeah. Do you want to comb it? Should I get you like a... social? What are you trying to accomplish here?
I really love your beard. I wish I could have the same.
You wish you could have this beard.
Yeah, but it's just, it will look weird on me.
Nah, I think you could rock it. Now the question is, do you do a jawline check like with the jaw or with the
When you have done voting,
beard,
please
of
give the
course.
papers to them.
Fair. That's valid.
Just also you can raise your hands and they can collect it as well from you. Keep it.
Wasn't it Evelina Boyko?
Evelina was rejected
Ah,
because they were from the same
because
section
it's
with
for the
Emily, so and they
She backed down. Do not write rejected. Oh, you can just get
she was rejected by procedure.
I'm up for starting with you. We should. I've ordered this one.
Where is that?
Apparently the microphone fixes it.
It's the slide on. Look at something against.
No, it's apparently my laughter is like very loud. I think it's the microphone because it picks up like all voices better than higher voices.
Or maybe there's some microphones right now in your.
No, the microphone is definitely these two. That's like 100% sure.
So it's not thick enough from your mouth?
Oh, God, no. No, this thing has like horrible microphone. We wouldn't be able to hear. And we've had like, so during the question round, people were asking questions about and they could hear the phone.
So people were hearing something fine.
Yeah, it's just the audio settings that were like a bit off. Because the thing is with these kinds of microphones, if you amp them like amp them up full, the noise gets all crackly, ugly. It's like a fucking airplane. So like, it's like it's horrible.
I can work with that.
I mean, it kind of defeats the whole point of the stream if you can't hear it. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom on Manish's face just to troll him. I'm so troll. So troll. Actually, how is the stream video doing? Let's fucking see.
It's not.
It is actually not frozen. What is what? You know how the Matrix movies when there's like there's like a little lag moment.
And there is like 2 yes and 1 abstain.
And one ballot.
For one candidate. No, for one candidate there's 3 yes and 1 abstain.
It has to be majority more than 50%. But wait, but for the amendment, that's fine. Wait. It needs to be at least 3 votes to be elected. Okay.
Yeah, so we have read the votes, we have counted them, and we are glad to announce that fortunately Fabienne is an audit. Yeah, so Fabienne is becoming an audit body, so everyone clap.
Can you also announce the results? How many yes and
How many
Do we have to?
Yes, you do.
Okay, everyone voted in favor.
So, about the National Communication Manager candidate, Vera Mikhailova, there were 2 yes, 2 no, 1 abstain. So, this means that it's not more than 50%. So, she's not unfortunately, she's not elected. For the amendments voting,
can we have a round of applause for candidates?
for the amendments, everybody said yes.
Thank God.
Great work.
Too long didn't read.
So
Can you clap for me?
okay, great. Thank you so much. I think I'll keep it later for some time. Okay, now it's time for workshop by Sasha. So everyone is participating in this workshop. No choice.
Well, God damn you.
You want to put your name here?
Yes, I think, but are they sent online?
You can send the slideshow to me if you like.
I think your slides are already there.
I mean, we can also. No, actually, we can't change the laptop because the stream is running off of this one.
It's going to be
Yeah. based.
The slides are there on workshop session.
Oh, that's good. I'm just surprised someone actually did it and on Monday.
Saturday.
It is not fucking Saturday, is it? Sonntag.
Wait,
Okay, then while the cities figuring it out, since we're
calm down.
icebreaker
Workshop and
anyways,
sessions.
I'll just
Up.
start real fast,
Yeah.
and then we wait until the
Sounds
slide
like
down
this.
and then
Sonntag.
So I'll ask you to move yourself a bit again because so you're a bit energized and move for boring and smart stuff. So can you please all get up and make something that kind of is similar to a circle? I know it's not really possible, but kind of something that would make sense of a circle.
Sasha,
What?
do you want the slides already on there?
Something we can. Okay, kind of give me. We shape kind of like a circle.
You can dip if you want to.
Yeah, I'm thinking just what should I do? Because
Okay.
workshop we're gonna start. I mean, no, workshop I'm going to get some.
Now
Yeah,
we
fair.
will do a wave, but not regular wave, but wave that will help us, warm up our speech device. So instead of passing like a wave like this or like this, we do it like this. Everyone practices. Like something stays like clean was delicious in the morning, in the breakfast, so it's like so delicious. The wave can go one way, other way. If you want to change the direction, you put it up. So for example, if Tommy passes it to me, and then when he passes it back to Tommy, I do like this. And then Tommy passes it back. No, but make sure that it's like this or like this. You do it with both hands. You need your hands. So we're doing it fast, and loud.
Maybe possunuta na rosyjska.
Fast, louder, I don't hear this.
As in camera, I guess, like it's minus plus.
I've been spamming it already, but it reacts really sluggishly. Doesn't it?
I don't hear the slurp. Make it yell, make it loud. Yes, that's much better.
She said slurp.
God, they.
Let's make it a circle.
Hey, you cannot
Cheater.
Yeah, you have to He lost.
Huh?
No.
Are you catching it? Okay, and I'll finish this. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you're people energetic.
So control.
No, I'll be walking.
Is your
My dear all, welcome to the very, I would say it will be like administrative workshop. It's called ESN Beyond Your Local Section and Education ESN 101. So we'll have two parts of this workshop. In first, I'll go around basically what there is more in ESN outside of your local section, your local events. So I will try to explain that, especially if you're new to the network, that the ESN is not just karaoke on Monday and parties on Fridays. There's much more that you can discover here. And then we'll talk about education, which is a very important topic. I think it's often very overlooked and misinterpreted, so we'll cover that. And next please. We did the icebreaker already. Congratulations to us. Next. Wait. Back. So as I said, a brief agenda for today. Structure of ESN, I'll cover that. Then education, we'll talk about advocacy. We'll connect the advocacy to European education policies and look into how everything was shaped back in the days and how it's shaped now. And then we will talk about strategic priorities of ESN and how the organization is developing and where it's going. And then we will have a little interactive activity. So let's start with the basics. All you need to know about ESN. Again, if you're very new, if you just joined ESN, haven't been here for long, ESN is a non-partisan, non-profit international student organization. It's the biggest one in Europe. It was created in 1989, and it has headquarters in Brussels, in Belgium. Yes, so it's actually a main ESN office. And the ESN is present now officially in 44 countries all around Europe and beyond. ESN doesn't function just like this, not just handies. As in any organization, it has a mission, vision, and values. So the mission of ESN, and memorize it, it's used very often and a lot, it's enrichment of society through international students. So this is what the organization is aiming to, this is what we are working towards, and this is what should direct all of our activities. The vision. Now also, we'll focus on this one, we'll come back to it later in the workshop. So the vision was adopted at the latest G8 Dubrovnik in April, I believe. By 2031, the Erasmus Student Network will be a leading organization supporting international mobility, providing space for competence development and student engagement to 3 million members of the Erasmus generation, empowering them to become change makers in society. So, a long, formal, but focus on the numbers. So, we aim to expand and cover 3 million students, and we work towards this competence building that they are going to mobility, gaining experience, gaining knowledge, and then they're coming back to make a change and positive impact on their society. So, this focus on change makers. Next. And then ESN values. So, I'm sure you all know those. Yes, we will ask about them as well, but you can read them. Student in diversity, students helping students, fun, friendship and respect, international dimension of life, love for Europe as an area of peace and cultural exchange, openness with tolerance and cooperation in the integration. So please keep in mind these are not our motto, not our mission, those are just the values. Because for example, students helping students is often used in hashtags on Instagram, so now you know what it is. ESN causes. I mean, how many of you have seen any of those before? Right, we all do events, we all register events, hopefully, so you know what those are. You can come back. We know what those are. We have culture, social inclusion, skills and employability, environmental sustainability, education and youth, and health and well-being. Now, I would ask some of you to name an event that your section has organized for some of those causes. I just want a few examples. Please.
First aid.
No, do the hand, please, so it's not a mess. Yes.
Yes, and Tallinn is organizing Steps to Center as a team building activity between sections, and it's for health and well-being projects.
Very good. Okay, next one.
Yes, and over.
We organize Estonia culture evening every semester.
And it goes under
Culture.
more, maybe some unusual examples. Yes.
ESN Top Tech organized indoor climbing for health and well-being.
Maybe some section had something for sustainability. Yes.
Like in ESN Madrid, they do river cleanings.
Nice, very good. You see, in Italy we have a problem that everything's pretty clean. Yes.
There was the event that you are going to clean the beach, no? I don't remember what section you did, but...
Yeah, we did it one time 9 years ago. Yes. Okay, any examples for skills and employability? Yes.
ESN.net VC, Empower Your Future, workshop about personal branding.
Good example, yes.
ESN leadership workshop.
Nice. Okay, so you can see we have quite a lot of examples. You're familiar with these causes. And again, this will be like the basic that will help us navigate the future flow of the workshop. So keep those in mind. And remember that in our activities, in our work, we're not just being chaotic and doing random stuff, that we are directed by this. Next, please. And now about the structure. So maybe you've seen this before. ESN has 3 levels. Local level, which is local section, which is most of you. And then local sections belong to a national level, which consists of national organizations, and they are governed by executive body, the national board. And then we have international level, which consists of statutory bodies and non-statutory bodies. So statutory bodies, we have international board, the IB, the one that is elected at the General Assembly. We have the arbitration board, the one that mediates, manages conflicts, code of conduct, all those things. And then we have the audit commission. Just same as we were electing FADI for this NA, the same goes with an international. And then the non-statutory bodies, we have secretariat, committees, project teams, advisor office. And more about this now. So again, come back, local level, to debrief. We have more than 510 ESN sections in more than 44 ESN countries across Europe. Some are legal registered, some are not. Now we are going towards this tendency that all of them have to be registered. Some represent just one university or higher education institution, and some do several, and sections are part of our network. Then the national level, again, consists of national organizations. We have ESN Estonia, ESN Lithuania, ESN Finland, and so on. There are 5 regions, and all of those belong to those regions, so we have NET, CEP, CEP, SWEP, WEP. And every year a region hosts a regional platform. So some of you went to NET, maybe some of you went to some other regional platform, so you know what those are. And all also has a national board and a national assembly, which is what we're having now. The main decision-making body held minimum 2 times a year. In Estonia, it's 3. We just like it a bit more. And every NB member belongs to a community. We have EduCom for presidents and education officers, ComsCom for communication manager, BFC for the treasurers, IT community for WPAs for IT managers, DNA for events and projects managers, HR and network community for vice presidents, and every related position. And twice a year there are community meetings, and next one we are organizing. And we in Tallinn. Next please. And you can see a map of all the regions. Thank you, Gonzalo, for the updated map. We can see that where did you get this picture from? As you can see, Estonia belongs to map, and then you can kind of have a general idea of where each country belongs. And as I said, ESN extends way beyond Europe. And then the structure is international. So we have the headquarters, as I said, consists of international board and secretariat. We have a picture of our new, lovely elected international board over here. Secretariat actually gets paid, so those are actual employees that work for ESN as for a company. Like they go to the office, they work on projects, on grants. They have interns, they have it's like a job basically for them. And then the main decision-making body of ESN International is called the General Assembly. It's held twice a year, so same like we're having now, but on the international level, where instead of sections they have national organizations. And the IB consists of president, vice president for governance, vice president for development. So the first one would be more like a governing HR role, and the second one would be more like projects, events, do the simple words. Then there's a treasurer, communication manager, which is currently vacant, and then WPA, which is like an IT person. And also audit commission and arbitration board. Next. There are a lot of projects that the ESN International is working on. So again, it's not just, it doesn't stop on the local activities on the local level. So we have, for those causes that we mentioned before, we have different projects. For example, for inclusion, we have the project that works for people with disabilities. We have the project that works for accessible housing. Then for our skills and competencies, we have the project that aims to connect higher education closer to the labor market, labs, and also they call the working groups or like the testing groups often. So if you're following the main chain, you can join as like a participant to one of those. Then for quality mobility, we have Universe. We have some of all the things you can check out on the ESN Wiki. I will not focus on them too much right now, or you can ask me later at the question round about those projects. So next, please. ESN International has support structures. First of all, there are liaison officers that represent the president in different areas. For example, there are like for different areas in the world. Then there are project teams. ESN card, obviously the ones that work on our membership card. There's ESN Educate team for raising the trainers. ESN International Erasmus Games. I hope you know this big event. It's like ESN Olympics, and the team is helping to organize this every year. And ESN Survey team, which manages ESN's biggest research project, ESN Survey, that we launch at the end of the year to gather data about mobility from students. Then there's also a membership team that takes care of the national relations, regional support team, and there are committees. You can see them, like 5 pictures of them on the right side. So there's ICE for education, NEC for the HR network, ACTICOM for activities, ITCOM for IT, FICO for treasures but currently inactive, and COMCOM for communications. And you can all join those committees already starting like from the national or local level, and then this is where you gain experience on, or you can share your experience as well. So once you reach some level in ESN, for example, after local board, you can apply and work also in a committee and help not just your local section where I know, but the whole network. And yes, your 2 best friends for ESN are ESN Wiki and ESN Dictionary. You can scan QR codes and research more if you haven't used them much before. So ESN Dictionary is literally a dictionary where you can find the proper definitions of everything, like all the vocabulary, all the abbreviations, all the terms, names, titles that we use in ESN. And ESN Wiki would be it's like a rabbit hole. There's literally everything. I don't think we will go there now because of how everything is here fragile, but you can again scan the QR code and research it on your own. So if you need anything, like you want to organize some workshop, you need info, you need some materials for it, it's on Wiki. You don't need to find some statutory documents for some, for example, international, for example, you can find it there. You don't know what is COMCOM, you can find it there. You want to have the meeting minutes from, for example, GA, you can find it there. So literally everything is there, and you can just, on your free time, scroll around, research, and maybe you'll find something useful for your work. Okay, so now we're jumping into education. How much are we on time? Oh, we're early. Okay, so next slide, please. Yes, what is education? I want your input, I want your opinions. What is education? But think about it as of in ESN context. I would like to hear from local boards, not so much the national ones, but describe in your own understanding. Give me like the words, give me some associations. What is education for you in ESN? Sorry. Yes.
At least for us in Turku, it's like a means of continuance. Knowledge loss is the eternal curse of ESN. The only way to engage and defeat that is a constant stream of just training and training and training.
So for you, training and knowledge transfer?
Yeah, pretty much.
I get it. Any more ideas? Anything? We did it. You should be energetic now. Come on.
There's no wrong answers. I wish I.
Yes, that maybe some you just want to.
And there is no right answer.
Yes. Maybe someone from more experienced community would like to have an input. Okay. There. Okay. Well, okay. Then we just jump to me explaining. Yes. So what you said was very important, but in ESN means it's again often being seen this way, and this is a bit misleading. So when we're talking about education, we also talk about promoting, supporting, and developing mobility and all types of mobility programs for the students. So it's more about, for example, engaging stakeholders and telling them why mobility is important and educating them about why mobility should be sponsored, why it should be in the news, why it should be okay. Anyways, why it's important. Then also it's about advocacy, it's about representing students' needs, it's about looking what the students are in need of, what are their problems, and then bringing their opinions, their voices to their stakeholders and to people who make those decisions. It's about policy making, so it's about consultations with your members of European Parliament, with your student union, with your national agencies, and telling them like, hey guys, like we have these students and we see that they want or need this and this, or this is the problem they are facing with, please change it. About representation, as I said, so you represent the students to people who can make an impact on the mobility, on Erasmus program, for example. And it's mostly about engaging with higher education institutions because those are the ones who are the core of the mobility. If there are no universities, there will be no Erasmus, right? And yeah, so basically this whole thing just goes around this. So now what is advocacy? I want to read this again. This will be easier. Come on, what is advocacy for you? Maybe you took some classes in university. Maybe you, we all are in an NGO basically, so you should know all this. What is it in your understanding? When I say I am advocating for something, what do I mean by this? Representing, okay. More. Yes.
Supporting an idea.
Yes.
Coming up with
Yes.
ideas.
Yes. Also, I mean, we need to get a full picture. Like we are in the puzzle now. Yes.
Explain.
Sorry.
Explain.
To explain.
Yes.
Okay. In a way, I would say yes. Any more? Defending. I think depends on the case, but we also do that defending, yes. Okay, then we can move. So I'll take the official definition. Advocacy is the process carried out by an individual or group which aims to influence policy and decision makers. So there are three main checkers that define what advocacy is. First of all, it's goal oriented. So we don't do something just because we have a specific aim, and this aim should be the final outcome of whatever we are putting our efforts into. It's carried out to induce a change. So we don't like something, for example, we are advocating for more opportunities for students with the accessibility needs. We see that there's a problem and we want to change it, and that's why we are going, for example, to the universities and telling them, hey, we need more accessible entrances for the students. And it normally involves changing relationships of power, changes also attitudes, beliefs, opinions, so it doesn't come just like as a one reform, it comes as a change of a world order. So it's a global change where, for example, coming back to the example of with accessibility, it's not just, the aim is not that just one university installs an accessible entrance. The aim is that basically, let's say the whole municipality recognizes that yes, we need more accessibility for people who have disabilities. So it continues and has an impact on the whole society, not just like one little thing. Next please. And yes, so what are we advocating for? We come back to ESN vision and what our organization is and what our organization stands for. This is the goal, this is where we are aiming, and with this advocacy we are trying to achieve this. So again, we're an NGO, we try to aim here with what we have and with the resources and tools that we have, and advocacy is the main one of them because we cannot make laws on our own, but we can advocate so the laws are taken with consideration of our opinions. And next please. And again, what we are advocating for? Better mobility, better mobility. Let's be brief and break it down. What do we mean when we say that we are advocating for more mobility, that we want more mobility? More people who are participating in mobility programs. We want more Erasmus students. In Estonia it's a problem that we don't have that many Erasmus students coming to the universities lately. We want more people with few opportunities. So more people from, for example, poor socioeconomic background. We want more people from rural areas, not just from the capitals and from the urban cities. We want more countries engaged. We are expanding now. We want that so people who are coming from abroad can also participate when they come to study in Europe. We want more people with expert backgrounds also taking part in the mobility programs. And this is again where advocacy comes in because we should take this to the stakeholders, to the ones who actually can change those things and who can make those real. Because first of all, how is possible? With money, right? We need money from the European Commission, from different organizations that they can fund and support the Erasmus program, so then all of those people can participate. But will they just decide on their own, okay, we have some extra money in the budget, we'll just spend it on Erasmus people? No. We should tell them why it matters, why it's important, so then they care, and then they know why they should invest, why they should make certain decisions. Also, I don't know, if at any point something's unclear, you can interrupt me. I think I should have mentioned it in the beginning. Next. Better mobility. What do we mean by this? We mean that, first of all, better funding, more scholarships, more support. It is a fact, again, that when you go on Erasmus, sometimes your scholarship is not enough. In some expensive countries, it's miscalculated, you're being broke, you have to, find money from somewhere else, or you even don't end up going on Erasmus because you don't have enough support. Better access to information. How many of you know about the Erasmus Student Charter?
Erasmus what?
Erasmus Student Charter. Okay, well, 3-4 people. Okay. And how many of you have been on Erasmus? Okay. So it is very sad, right? And I was the same. I was so shocked and surprised and upset when I knew that we have literally a declaration of rights of an Erasmus student, where it's written what we have rights for. And we don't know that it exists. We don't know where we reach out when we have a problem, when our course is not recognized, when we don't get funding on time, when our scholarship doesn't arrive in time. Like, we actually have everything written out, and it's a legal document that every university should sign when they are participating in the Erasmus program. So they have to do those things. They have to pay you the scholarship on time. They have to recognize the credits that you took. And we should know, we should have access to the information that it's there for us, that we can use to defend our rights that are granted to us by this charter. Better psychological support. Of course, it's challenging. It comes with a lot of stress and culture shock and, getting out of the comfort zone. And it shouldn't be just ESN that deals with this, it should be professional help as well. Better housing, of course, also the problem in many countries. For many of us, it was an issue. And you can continue the list. Do you have any other ideas of what could have been done better in mobility? You think I need some water. You raised hands, so many of you have been on Erasmus. What could have been done better?
Better and more accessible, sustainable transport options.
Yes, exactly. So that would be one of the things. And again, why should stakeholders care? Or how would they know what they should care about if not from us? So it is our mission as ESN to gather this data, to gather information, feedback from the students. How was your mobility? How was your Erasmus? Which issues did you have? Gather all those, put them nice and pretty, and bring to stakeholders and say, hey, there's an issue, and we know Erasmus is so life-changing, it's so impactful, it's so important, but there's this issue, so you should give us money so we can change it. Or you should make a law that would change it and would help it. Okay, next slide. Okay, what else is out there for us to use to achieve our aims, to advocate? Spoiler, European education policies and how everything was created. Next, please. So, in 1999, a beautiful thing happened called Bologna process, where a lot of smart policymakers gathered together and started the thing that was... Yes. And and the result of the Bologna process was that setting the goal of creating the European higher education area by 2010, or there's a abbreviation for it. What it means that we have one unified space of higher education in Europe, and it includes the European Credit Transfer and Accumulation System, ECTS. We all know what those are. We were counting them when we were applying for mobility. And now it's standard in many countries. Like Erasmus would not be possible without this system, and the system was possible because of the creation of EHEA. Then diploma supplements, two-cycle system. We have bachelors and masters, right? It's not chaotic in every country. It's unified in Germany, in Italy, in Estonia. And then from this, the further outcome was also that there was a three-cycle system. It was now PhD. There's a lifelong learning. So education doesn't stop just when you finish your bachelor's or master's. You can continue learning, and there's a lifelong learning platform for it. It's also an organization that works on bringing those educational opportunities closer to people, on promoting these educational opportunities and making sure that it's accessible for them. There's Quality Assurance, European University Alliance that also encourages collaboration between universities. There are some smaller mobilities possible because of this. There's an initiative of a European degree. Questionable, but basically the concept is that we create a degree that would be kind of the same in every country. Again, there are a lot of things that may be wrong with it, but again, it's a step towards creating this one unified education space in Europe. And there's Union of Skills that aims to promote more of like better education, STEM, so it's not just focused on business administration, management, but people who study in those vocational schools, but they also do mobility. Again, how many of you knew before that when when you're studying in like a 2-year education institution, I don't know, like when you're studying to be like a cook or you're getting some technical career, that you can go on mobility. Of course, yes, but it is possible. Even in Estonia, it is possible. We have vocational schools in Tallinn where they study 2 years and they can do mobilities. But again, if you want to benefit from this, you need to know. And if you want the students to benefit from this, you need to educate them. Next. Opportunities and yes, what else we should keep in mind? What else is out there to help us, help the students? Erasmus Student Charter, as I mentioned before, declaration of our rights that we can reach out to and like use whenever we need, let's say, legal support for ourselves. There is Student Mobility Guidebook. It was written in 2015, I believe. Now it's being rewritten, renewed, and basically it's an encyclopedia, everything about mobilities, but in a shorter version. So there are all types of mobilities there. It's written what you need to do to apply, who is eligible, what is like funding, what are funding opportunities, what you need to consider when you're applying, how it looks like before, during, and after mobility, and it's all in one document. So it will be published soon by ESN International, and then we can just use it to promote it to students. Then there is lifelong learning platform, as I mentioned before, for continuing education. There is ErasmusIntern.org where you can find internship through Erasmus. There's Erasmus Careers Project again where you can put your mobility experience to use for your career. Erasmus Generation Portal where you can research everything about Erasmus destinations. You can do like what you study, where you want to go, which country, which university, and it shows you everything that you have in that place. And also you can share your feedback there. So for the future people who want to go, then they can see how your experience was in that country. And there are also so many more. So what does ESN have to do with it? We have advocacy, we talked about it. We have everything is already provided. And with that, yes, we have strategic priorities of ESN adopted this year for the next 7 years. Yes. 6, yeah, I can count. You can see them out here. So it's international mobility and student support, volunteer management and development, governance and membership, visibility, digitalization, interactive community engagement. So those are priorities for development of ESN as an organization. For education, we're focusing on the first one, international mobility and student support. Yes. And these are the goals that goes under the strategic priority. So you can see there are 5 of them. Support quality mobility, promote different types of mobility, support all phases of mobility, guarantee that mobility opportunities are sustainable and accessible, and knowledge and skills gained during mobility. Next one. Okay, now time to practice. As I said, we'll have some interactive part. Next one. So I would ask you to form groups of like 4 to 6 people, I would say. Can be random, as long as you're discussing something. We need, no, actually, we're a lot. Then you can just, yes.
Can you just do it counting?
Sorry? No, it's fine, it's not the deep. You pick a goal that you prefer out of the list that I showed before, and you can pick a level that you want to work on. And then you need to come up with an initiative of how you could implement the goal that you picked on the levels you're working on. So, okay, let's form groups now. We don't have that much time, so it'll be just a brief, like 5-10 minutes discussion. So yeah, just group up somehow. But I have so much time. I have an hour. I put a timer on.
Going great.
Can you please put it back? And back again. Okay, so you have groups more or less, yes, alright. Now pick a goal, pick a level which is more applicable to you, or maybe which level that you want to work on in the future. And yeah, just come up with an idea of how you could implement this goal with an activity or a project that you could actually do in your section, in your and it would be nice if you could actually make it realistic. It doesn't have to be something super fancy, super huge, but something you could really do in your section, for and I'll give you 10 minutes. Will be enough or too much? Too much? 7? 7 minutes? Good. Okay. Then
You want to see the reason why I'm not in the design team? This is the reason why I'm not in the design team. I'll be right back.
I know it's Russian, but I will just
Q1A instead of like a Q1A after.
I mean, it's a good discussion.
Well, in the countries, when I gave it to you, North Macedonia was still a member, but now North Macedonia was kicked out.
No, but besides, it's like actually
I mean, no, it's okay. I would have talked about more how committees are epic and they should have You didn't talk about ECHE. You talked about the ESN charter, not about ECHE. There's, both.
One is for students, one is for
Why there is some, maybe some lack in the word.
So guys, we have like 4 minutes. I hope you already chose your goal and start summarizing it, and then I'll ask for your ideas.
Sasha. He's bullying me with math. I don't make math, I just make money.
Okay, we have 1 minute left. Are you guys done? Or more or less done? Who is done? Raise your hands. Who is done? Okay, then wrap up, and then we will share wherever you reached, we will discuss it. So finalize your things, and yeah, you have like 40 seconds. Okay, so I'll start, I think, from here. Where is the group? This group, whatever. Yeah, this group. What did you come up with? Oh, very cool idea.
We went to support the group goal. Third. But please to be good. To support students during all the heavy phases of mobility, which means documents. So we organized an event with a representative of the university, and we figure out learning agreements together. So we have other people as well as people from the office, and it's nice.
Nice. Very good. Very nice. Okay. Next group was somewhere here. Yes. What did you come up with? And visual.
We were working on fourth goal, guarantees that mobility opportunities are sustainable and accessible. And then we were deeping into sustainability partnership and how we can make events like this more sustainable. Like for example, we talked about these paper plates and cups that people are using. So we invented an idea of creating ESN frisbee. So you can use it to play frisbee as well as to eat it. So it's going to be a plate for you. And it's sustainable, you can reuse it. Yes.
Okay. I think you guys dived a bit into activities part of ESN, not the mobility part of ESN. The focus is on the mobility and not on the events. But the idea is cool, we should do a startup. Next group. Yes.
Chose the second goal.
A lot of young people, like after 29, they don't know all the Erasmus Plus programs that they can participate, especially training opportunities that all funded. And this is my experience. When I want to apply, like I am on the Telegram group that shows all the trainings, and when I want to participate for something, they ask for organization that I'm going from Estonia. And all these organizations are mostly youth organizations in Estonia, let's say. And as ESN, we don't do it, like at least in Estonia. I know, for example, ESN Azerbaijan, they have this experience, but as ESN Estonia, we don't have this experience. So more closer with youth organizations in Estonia and asked them to give workshops, to gave us some spots, especially for our own members or Erasmus students, that we could go for short training programs and learn a lot, and also after learning we can be trained in our workshops as well.
Very good idea. It's very doable, and I think we have one NGO in Estonia, very new and small one, Monada. They actually were even doing this.
And also after that we could do workshops for the students, teaching them about the project and so on.
Very nice idea. Okay, next group.
We kind of discussed
Who are you?
the staple.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of discussed two goals. So on the fifth goal for sharing knowledge and skills, we figured because in Estonia when we go on exchange we use Solmove platform to register primarily. So to implement a better feedback system there where students can give basically review of the university in a more casual, normalistic way without being famous guys. And then you have first-hand experience, not only just how's this country, but how's a particular professor there, how's their coordinators with internationals we can choose. For the second goal, we spoke about the lady from EBS already said they go to schools, so to kind of go a step higher and have either an event where people from both like local high schools and local universities can come, talk to people who have been to different countries and ask them how it was. And then vice versa, when you yourself are an exchange at two universities that most people already visit, but they have an event where all the exchange students that are already on mobility, they visit their home universities to that university, basically students, and you want to get people to come on exchange to your home. So something like this, kind of, some people already do it, but you get it more.
We don't do it in Estonia, so it would be very helpful. Okay, thank you. The next group. The group did not happen, or?
Okay, no.
Sorry, you guys are, whoever's in the back, that's not group, right?
More or less, yeah. Kind of. So, we can surely say about the third goal, about support in open mobilities. One thing that is not emphasized enough is the after mobility support. You know, that those when we talk about the students that go from our universities outside, then we have to integrate them afterwards and they come back in Erasmus, and we know this post-Erasmus depression and whatever, like these things. So that's actually the thing we need to focus more on, and that's actually the research where we can get new members. And also we can support them by advising them how to still keep the connection with this international connection with other Erasmus students, international students in the city, in the university, and give them options where they can contribute with their experience and advice. So that's actually the thing that we should also focus more if we have capacity in our sections.
I think it's a really good idea, and again, I think it's often overseen. We always focus on incoming students, but never on outgoing ones.
Yeah, and that's a huge research that we actually need.
Okay, thank you. Now, I think if there's that group, right? Okay, what did you guys come up with?
We talked about the fourth goal, so how to guarantee that mobility and opportunities are sustainable and accessible.
Any more freebies?
No, we actually thought about sustainable travel and promoting more. We thought about how we, from ESN, how we could actually implement that. We should promote it more. Actually, we do take trips by bus usually, not by plane. But we also thought about like the accessible part. So we haven't really thought through how we could support like students who have like mental problems or whatever like disabilities. For example, our buildings and venues are not very accessible, and we should promote mental health awareness. We should promote how they can get help, because there are so many free of charge websites and places in Estonia that you can actually apply to get counseling, for example. But I don't know if they know that. So we thought of
comes first from accessibility of information, as you said. So sometimes you're interested there, you just don't know about them. Okay, good. And we'll wrap up with the last group.
Well, we discussed the second goal, which is promote different type of mobility. As it was said before, and as we know, as ESN, we mainly focus in incoming students rather than outgoing students. A solution would be to collaborate with the actual university that we belong to have conferences for students that maybe once a week or something like this, we can have a presentation maybe or conference about different type of mobilities, because mainly universities uses emails to make students know about the mobilities. And well, I mean, you don't always read your emails, sometimes it goes to spam. So yeah, I guess conferences and lectures about not lectures of course, but presentations about different types of mobilities would be a solution for that.
Yeah, that's true. Because also I think everyone knows about Erasmus, but there's just so much more.
Exactly.
This. And also, like a fun fact, I would connect your topic to the topic of the previous group about sustainable travel. If you're a European citizen, there's an opportunity for you. Once you're learning, you can, for a very, very good deal, just travel Europe. There's a Eurail pass that you can just go around, explore countries, and supported by European Commission. And like, how many of you have heard of it or used it? Not so many. Okay, so thank you so much for all your input. It was very, very nice. Now we brainstormed. We saw what could be actually realistically done in our sections and our notes.
The stream broke. I had to fix it again. There we go.
Next.
Yes.
Next. Okay, so now we brainstorm. Let's summarize it now and put it more into what could we do once we leave this NA, once we leave the workshop, what could have been done, what could be done in the future. What can you do on the local level? So if you are a local events manager or president, first of all, mostly it's from the president and education officers. You educate locals about mobility, right? So you tell them what is there for them. Even if they're European citizens, sometimes they don't know that they can use some resources. You strengthen the relationship with your IRO, or with your contact person in the university. So again, as I said, advocacy comes from stakeholders. For local level, the main stakeholder is the IRO. So you make sure that they know about your work, about what you do for students, about why your job is important, so then they keep supporting and collaborating with us. You reach out to youth out of Tallinn. Again, we tackle we aim for more mobility for youth from the rural areas as well. So we try to go to those small towns where there are not many universities, where people don't know about mobility programs, where their only aim is just to move to a bigger city, move to Tallinn, but they don't know that they can do so much more. And then you also educate about mobility beyond Erasmus, like I said before. So there's this Interrail thing, ESC, Erasmus Mundus, Fulbright, and so many other programs, which once again you can find in the student mobility guidebook. And you just keep telling about mobility. You keep telling why it's important, why they should do it, how it's impactful, and you tell them the resources that they can use to make it easier, smoother, more accessible, and where they can reach out for help. So this is the main thing that you could realistically do when you are a local section. And when you're at a national level, your main stakeholder is the national agency, and you should work on strengthening relationships with them, because if they want some folks making a consultation, they're reaching out to you, and you should provide them again the feedback and the data that you get from the students and from the volunteers. Then you can also strengthen relationships with the National Youth Council. They're your main partner in crime in this case. Maintain relationships with national platforms like Study in Estonia. Again, as you can see, they support us a lot. We all share common goal, common aim, and the same audience. So if we join efforts, then the advocacy can be stronger. Promote mobility through local media, again, because for stakeholders it's mainly not like Instagram, but it's some websites, podcasts, news, and so on. ESN survey, as I said, this is our main source of information. If we want to see changes happening, if there are problems or not, this comes from ESN survey. So we push and we make sure that students really fill it out. So we have the data about what mobility actually is in our country, or for the students who are outgoing from our country. And also engage with IROs, because again, universities are our core, and we should keep them closer to the network. Last but not, thank you so much. We have 7 minutes for the questions, comments, concerns, objections, suggestions, whatever you have in mind. If you want, we can like switch back to some slides. We can share also the slides after the workshop. And yeah, I hope you have questions. Anyways.
Nobody saw the beginning of the presentation. You said you want to support like 3 million students.
Sorry?
You said the vision is to support 3 million students. How many are there? Is there a data like that?
It's in survey. You can find all the numbers over there. Unfortunately, I cannot say from the top of my head right now the exact number, but again, all the data is available. If someone knows, maybe our ESN Wikipedia, I don't know, knows, then please feel free to share. Okay, any more questions? Or anything? Corrections also count.
Tommy, ESN Estonia. Thank you, Sasha, for this workshop. Really appreciate it. And wanted to like remark that indeed, okay, we have fun, we do events, and we engage with international students, but education is at our core. And as you could see with this workshop, education has different shapes and faces, and all of us are doing it, and it's good to remind ourselves also that we're doing it for this and all the good things that come out of it.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely, because without this, nothing else will be possible. If we don't have mobility, we don't have Erasmus students, we cannot do events, we cannot have fun social media posts, we cannot have time travel trips, we cannot have NAs, we don't have anything. So this is what keeps everything going. Anything else? We have 5 more minutes. 4 more minutes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was really a good reminder of us about Wiki, and I would like to tell you that I was really excited to know that we have survey, and when I discovered that we have hundreds of pages about discovering the processes that's going on in the other ESN sections, it makes me really glad that we can look at it and to implement in our section. So discover Wiki, discover what surveys does it have, and implement it in your spaces and in your works. Thank you.
It does indeed make life much easier. Like if you want to know something or teach someone something, go there. Anything else? Okay, last call for questions. Last call for comments, complaints, concerns.
Thank you, Sasha.
Okay. Then I would say officially we wrap up the session. Last slide. Thank you so much.
Alright, again, thank you, Sasha, for the nice presentation of instructions to ESN, whole structure. Now it's time for international guest presentations. There is no exact preference on who wants to go first, but if you want to go first, you can do it. So, and if you want me to choose, I can also do it. Joanna, would you like to? Okay, first Poland, because we like Żabka.
So, hi, I'm Joanna, Poland, and I'm happy to be here. First time ever in Estonia. And Renee, next please. So, why am I here? Is mostly because 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago, my friend Lila said, hey, there is an open call for Pirates of the Baltic Sea. Why don't we go together? And we went, we joined program team, and then actually I somehow became head of C for the next edition, and that's my current role. So we know, some of you I know each other from the POPs, previous editions, and hopefully I will see more of you for the next edition. Locally, I'm a member of PW Warsaw. I'm a local representative. You may not know what that is because it's an old concept, and majority of NOs don't have it anymore. So For votings during NAs, we don't have local board voting, it's local representatives that does it. So I'm the person that does the decisions basically for my local section. And also we have 7 sections in Warsaw, so we have a cooperation called United, Warsaw United, and my main job there is to be the manager basically. Every month we are having little NAs for Warsaw called Warsaw Platform. Next please. I want to tell you a bit about Poland. That's quite a big NO. Next. So we are 31 years old, so just a bit younger than the ESN as a whole. ESN in Poland started exactly in Warsaw at the SGH, so Warsaw School of Economics. Then 4 years later, ESN Warsaw was created. In 2005, we were recognized by ESN International. 2007, my section came to life, so we are 18 years old. And then 2021, so post-COVID, we had quite a big change to federation. Previously, ESN Poland was association, but we had to remove it and change it to federation. Also, that's the time where we almost stopped existing because we didn't have a treasurer. It was a very tough time. It was really a close call to just not having ESN Poland for legal reasons. But since then, we have really great national boards, and it's rather uphill than downhill, so is that. Yes. Yes, as mentioned, we are quite a big NO, 27 sections, 1/4 of them is in Warsaw. It's obviously the biggest city, but cities like Poznań or Wrocław, that some of you just 2 weeks ago went to for the GA, those are quite active cities. Poland is, I think, one of the top receivers for Erasmus students. It's because it's in the Central Europe and it's relatively affordable, let's say. So it's nice to travel to other countries and so on. So people like to choose it, especially people, for example, from Turkey. We have many Erasmus students from Turkey, as well as France, many French students. Yes, this is an example of our MA. We have 4 of them, not 3. Usually there's a team, and we take it quite seriously, like we dress up and everything is related to it. And our mascots are a bit bigger, I noticed, than enough. Like this is our mascot, my section, this is our national mascot, the stork. And it's not only animals, we have like cheese on top, you can see. My mascot is a gear. So some people say it's quite random, but yes. Next please. This is our May NA, so elective one. Now currently we are having NA in Warsaw. I'm skipping it to be here, and we are choosing the organizers for the next 2 NAs. So it's not like we are switching. You need to actually apply to be an organizer for NA. So you're welcome to join in March or in May. Next please. This is our current national board. You may know them. 3 of them are from Warsaw, Szymon is from Wrocław, and unfortunately the communication manager resigned recently. And until the end of this Monday, we will not have, it was just voted with this current NA that we will not have communication manager. This is the structure. As you mentioned, we have local representatives. Basically, local representatives are the highest decision-making body. So whatever the NO does must be approved by LRs during NAs. We've got treasurer, vice president, project manager at the moment, and audit commission. There is no arbitration board. That was also a new concept for me seeing in NEP. We don't have that. AC is the body that does the checks, controls, audits. I think it's audits, yeah. And they are the advisors, but there is no such arbitration and so on. And we've got quite many national coordinators. And a few months ago, we voted for the change of the structure, and we don't have committees anymore. Now it's just teams. So the coordinator decides if they want to form a team. So it's not like when you join a committee, you're there for 1 year. It's to make people a bit more active. So you've got an open call for very direct purpose. So for example, you want to work on a paper. We had a membership fee change, so the coordinator formed a team just for that. A little bit about Warsaw. Warsaw, we have approximately 2,000 Erasmus students, 7 units. The beach of just Warsaw United social media is 50,000, but we also have our own profiles, and it's around 700 volunteers. So it's big. Why we do Warsaw United is, as you can imagine, 7 sections in one city is a bit crowded. So it used to be quite tough. We used to fight with each other. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of drama. Even 2 years ago, we would fight about events, places. We would accidentally go on the same trip to the same city on the same day, and we would just. Erasmus students are also confused. They don't understand the difference between ESNs and unis. So it was just very tough. And United gives us platform to talk. If there is a problem, we just discuss it. And now we love each other, and we are a big family. It feels like a big section, which is not, but we cooperate, so it's just much easier. And I recommend doing United if you have more than one section in your city. Yes, some Polish events. I don't think it's all of them, like on the international level, but I just put some out of recent. But also wanted to mention the AGM in Warsaw that happened a few years back. Then Poland was, as I mentioned, a bit on the downhill. COVID was very helpful for our as well as local section, my local section. So Wrocław that is quite an active section, and they decided they will want to apply for EGM, and GA Wrocław was kind of on the way to make it happen. It was also serving the purpose to show to other NBs what Poland is capable of, how the city looks like, and we are proud to say that the EGM Wrocław was approved. So hopefully see you in 2 years in Poland for EGM. That's it. If you want to reach me, you can, depending on the topic, those are my emails. Or you can just reach me on Instagram. Yeah. Thank you.
Next, you would like to?
Which country? Spain.
ESN
Spain.
So we have ESN Spain. Spain.
Well, hi, I'm Stefania, and I'm from ESN Argala, which is inside Madrid, inside Spain. Okay. So yeah, that's me. And as I have been asked like during all of like yesterday, why am I here? What brings me here? To be honest, I don't really know how to answer that question. I just received like the email from our board saying talking about this opportunity. I found it like interesting to have like the NAN mixed with the anniversary of the ESN Estonia, and the fact that I hadn't been here also, plus like we have a bank holiday next week. I was like, why not? Let's try because I finished my degree in September, so now I'm trying to involve more in ESN. So it was like, let's try, and here I am. So some things about me. Joined ESN in 2023. I love sports, like any kind of. I have studied telecommunications engineering, and since last year we implement like one activity in our section, and it's just dance. So we go to a gym. We project in the walls like the video of the game, and we are the 2 coordinators, and that's like some of the rest. But seriously, it was crazy that we have like 40 people just dancing all together, and some like real how to say, like there's some Erasmus that they ask us like, why don't you do like more than 1 to a month? Like we do it monthly. They wanted like to have like twice a month or more. It's really a good ambience and amazing activity. And I love traveling. Okay, now I'm going to give you like some facts on interesting things about ESN in Spain. So we have 38 sections in all Spain. We have some public and some private like universities. server. It's compulsory to go at least to 3 events per year. So we have like Visa Trip, which is a really popular one that everyone loves it. The end of a big city. And also is the assembly events. We have the AM1, which takes part in October, the CU that is taken in March, and then the year, like we call it RAFE, like it's in June, but it's the annual reunion of Spanish Federation. And they change the location every year. So also we have the training events, that is the PN, the national platforms, and the LBM for the local boards. Yeah. So we are mostly focused on activities and partners. We have so many partners in Spain and then different in different cities. In each month, there are 3 activities are subsidized by ESN Spain, which is like they change every month, and they have like sports, health, employment, so on, which is really interesting. Also, we have a huge amount of international students in all Spain and in Madrid. Have like huge amounts, so we just focus on the ones that are like they are exchange students, like the Erasmus. They have so many different mobilities, but we are most focused on that. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about my city. I'm from Alcalá de Henares. That's where Miguel de Cervantes was born. I don't know if you know him. It's just 31 kilometers away from Madrid, which is really close. And it was a Roman city. So you still have like so many buildings and things. Okay, so this is a couple of pictures of my city. That's one of the palas we have that is from 1982. It's amazing. It has like a little bit of the South European architecture. They don't have that the university, but nowadays that's not used for studies. It's just like the governmental part of the university. But it's really pretty and iconic. And it's from 1537. Also, we have like the walls. They are still on the city, and you can go up them and just do a little walk. And that is quite nice. And the Palacio Municipal, where the Catholic kings were. Yeah. And now some things about the food, like typical food from my city. We have the rosquilla de Alcalá. We have costrada de Alcalá, which is like it has cream. I don't know which one. Almonds and merengue. Then we have canapiñadas, which is like almonds covered by sugar, and tejas, which is almond too. And that's it. Hope you like it, and thank you very much for the opportunity of being here.
I also want to have a compulsory ESN trip.
Estonia. Marina, you want something? Or? Okay.
I will try my luck. Do you know why yesterday ESN trip is the same date as EGM this year?
The what, sorry?
ESN ESN trip is the same date as EGM this year. Do you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We would go, but it's overlap.
Yeah, like the whole ESN Estonia would go. You said. If it would be compulsory, fuck, I would go.
To be honest, I don't really know how they do it.
No. No. For guest presentations. Yeah.
I have just a question also about these compulsory trips. If you don't go to, for example, if it's a trip, what happens?
It's not compulsory for the volunteers, it's for the sections. Like, so you have to offer it for the residents. But you have to choose, like, between all of them, you have like 3 compulsory things. So maybe you don't go to Vita, but you have to go to the other thing.
You can discuss about if it's for third question, you can discuss it with me. Okay, yeah.
So you said about the events, so like
No, that was the ones that are.
Subsidized.
Yes.
Well, what does it mean subsidized?
Like they pay
They have you pay for the event
for
cost?
the events, like all the money you put for doing it, they give you back. But not all of the activities, just like some selected ones about the topics. Like every month they change the topic and they pay.
Okay. Yes, in Latvia, would you? Please do not sleep. Just.
It's a really nice flag.
Came with that flag.
Can I see my presentation here? Right there. How can I click the next one? No, it's control through here. Okay. So there's like 15 billion cables going into this device. Such is life.
I think we are ready, and yeah, the next presentation will be about ESN Latvia and the ESN Riga, and the first one will be about who are we. Today we are like 5 people, like 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1, like 4 from Latvia and 1 from also Latvia but from international block. And yes, the next one. And here you can see our pictures. First is me, then is Anita. Then the next one is Venkat. And the next one, Anna. Yes, and first of all, I would like to say about the structure of ESN Latvia. We have national level and the local level. Yeah, in the national level we have national board and national like coordinators, auditors, and project teams. And we only have 3 sections. The first one, the biggest one, is ESN Riga, then is ESN Jelgava, and then ESN Valmiera. Yes. Next slide. And this is our national level of ESN Latvia. We don't have communication manager, that's why I just used the photo with the names like on it. And yeah, in the middle it's me, IT manager. Then on the right side is Justina, interim financial manager. Yeah, unfortunately she will not be with us from 1st January. And on the left is Ilse, she is our main auditor. And the next is our current collaborators and partners. Yeah, the first is very important, the student unions. Like first one is Latvian Student Union, and the other one is Latvian Youth. Yeah, National Youth Council. Thank you, Paul. Institutions. We have a social integration fund, also some national agencies, and we have European Commission representation in Latvia. And the organization there is like study in Latvian time travels. Yes. The next slide will be about presence on international level. ESN Latvia is very active in ESN teams, like in the ESN card, in the regional support team, membership team, EGM program team. Yes, too much. And international, and we also participating in the events like EGM, GA, in NAs, also in the NEP and other training events. Yes, and the next will be ESN Latvia projects for this year. The first one is the ESN Baltics Hackathon. It will be on the first week of the spring in EBS. UBS? Ah. Yes. I'm not local, sorry. What the next one is what is Baltics? We can like what we can go. We can. It's a collaboration with ESN Estonia and Lithuania. It's like trips to Riga, Tallinn, and Vilnius. But unfortunately, we only had trip to Vilnius because due to like you know.
You need to say wait for a semester for the Riga edition.
Yes.
And then we'll
it will blow up.
Next going to Estonia.
Yeah. Because ESN Latvia don't have event manager, and but we love this initiative. Yeah. The next one is the NEP Riga 2025. It's an international event. I think someone from you already was there. And the Erasmus in schools. Yes, I think almost all NOs has this project. And the last one is National Erasmus Games. We are going to have it. We making the application and open call, and yeah. And the last slide will be social media presence. You can just scan QR code and see our app. And the next part of the presentation will be about ESN Riga.
Okay, next one. So mostly all of the people that are here are their home section is ESN Riga, so it's one of the biggest ones. And in total we have around 50 members, 12 newbies, 37 active members. For board members we had 4 with 2 board coordinators, but since Friday we have 6, so we got 2 extra. It's gonna be easier. Okay. Next one. Some things that we did during the semester, of course, buddy program. We gathered around I think there's statistics. Okay, later. We represented ESN Riga in 7 universities before semester starts. We had 2 new member seminars, update active membership criteria, adding communication team's effort also into that. We finished project experience Riga, so that's good. Hopefully we'll get the money back. I really hope so. They haven't written anything. Sponsorship applications, so we started that 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. So any volunteer that wants to go to NA and get some beneficial support can apply, and then board decides it. They have to do something back to ESN Riga to get it, the support. Yeah, next one. Some statistics. I don't know, I didn't put 80, okay. Around 70 events right now is done. We have 4 clubs: chess club, run club, book club, language cafe. The most popular is chess club and book club that is organized by Anna. As well, we had welcome party that gathered 800 students, which is one of the biggest ones. And we have a lot of followers on Instagram. We actually, how can I say? We added 600 during half the year, so it's quite a lot. Okay, there's no mention about it, but for buddy program there was applications for around 200 students, and we had 46 buddies, which is not enough. Next one. And that's all. Thank you. It depends on the club. For example, the book club usually we have one responsible person. For run club, it's actually up to people they can decide. Mostly just decide to see what's running. If another person if another person wants to do that, they're more than welcome to do that. I don't think they're going to be leaders.
We can move to the last two more left. Lithuania, please. By the way, if you haven't watched the movie Flow, please go for it. It's beautiful. It was random because it's also from Latvia. Google it.
So ESN Lithuania, let's go to the next slide, please. We have currently 9 sections, so 4 sections are in Vilnius, and the oldest one is Vilnius University. It's actually our first section, and it was founded in 2003, where ESN Lithuania itself were founded in 2012. And in Kaunas we have 5 sections, so there's a lot of collaborations going on in both cities, the welcome parties, the events, national assemblies, and yeah, just all the fun stuff. Going next. Our national board. So yeah, me as a president, you can see I'll just do all the presentation, all the fun meetings, fun stuff, going to your NAs, crashing as a guest with my friends and stuff like this. Then communication manager Luca, so he's doing some amazing presentations because I never honestly, so I'm very happy having him. So all the communication, all the Instagrams, the posts, the funny reels, he is the god. Then events manager Stefan, so he was also one who you might know with Baltics collaboration event. And also with the hackathon, possibly. Also, I know he was a bit involved, which leads me to Saruchi as well, IT manager. She is just the woman of it all the systems, all the problems. And yeah, hackathon is her child. She's very proud. They're very active and very initiative. And Ugna, our sugar mommy of ESN Lithuania, you don't want to mess with this person, in a no. She is the best, but yeah, so we really, really love her. Going next. And yeah, now we'll talk more about the sections, so I'll leave the floor to
Yes. So, hi everyone, my name is Elias Orju. Some of them already know, so I'm going to talk about my section, ESN Vilnius. So we are situated in Vilnius, of course, in the forest. So that is our university. It looks pretty beautiful, but it's not, trust me. But yeah, next slide. So our board is quite small. It's only 4 people for the amount of students we are getting, and for now I'm the president. Also, I wish I could have my team here of Mina, Eliana, and Altina, communication manager, vice president, and events manager. So yeah, we have a new mandate, everybody is quite new, and we're crushing it actually, doing quite well for the semester, so I had to give compliments to myself and my team. So, next slide. So overall, what we are having about, so we are established in the 2010, so we are already like 15 years old, we're going to have like maybe some party for 16 years old. Currently we have almost 40 members with 16 mentors. This semester we're going to have like so much Erasmus students, first time in a lot of years, so we are handling almost 200 people right now. And from the something peculiar, we have a HR practice of member of the month, but some of the other sections I saw you also have it, so we share it on it. Also one of our members of the month recently have possibility to go for the national event training in Bucharest, Romania, that is happening right now. So we are sending them out a lot. And from the recent updates, so we opened up the 3 new coordinator positions, and as a whole we're going to be expanding more because before we had like 4 or 5 people maximum on our board. And we're going to have like supporting structures. Right now we also had almost 20 new members happening. Only this semester, in already those 3 months. 3 events per week, we are keeping up the space quite well, and we're pretty much big on the cooperation with other sections, especially inside Vilnius. So we already have like 10 big ones, and especially national level events that like we'll be talking later on.
So from the highlights, I don't know if I actually put it next slide. Yeah, actually, we got nominations from the previous mandates. So from the best one, we got best cooperation because we are really sociable. Of the employability and cognition skills of the leadership workshop that we have and are holding. And for the health and mental well-being, we got for psychology club that we are happening like each semester, a couple of times. We got our nominations. The first place, everything. Apart from all of it, we are doing quite a lot of like cultural events, fun events, and we are trying to promote a lot of the education this semester by inviting NGOs and working with Erasmus office directly to improve the visibility. So yeah, I guess for now that's all. I'm going to be back to talk about some of the events. Next slide.
Okay. Here is our lovely university. Also in the forest, as almost all the universities in Vilnius or Estonia state. Next slide, please. So this is our local board. It's pretty huge, 10 people, actually 9. And we are one of the most diverse boards. Each one is from a different country. So we have Kubra, the president is from Turkey, and the vice president from Morocco. Mehdi, he's from, the event manager is from Bangladesh. Aurash is Lithuanian and the only Lithuanian in the board. The luncheon manager, Daniel, the finance manager, is from Hungary. Vinicius from Brazil. Diana from Ukraine. She's the media manager and communication manager from India. Timothy, you can present yourself.
Hello, I'm Tim. I'm new IT coordinator. I'm also Ukrainian, and I just joined the ESN family. It seems to be really nice.
Okay. Well, this is our board. Next slide, please. So about our section, we were established the 23rd of October 2009. We have 13 members. Well, this is not updated, but we have 50 majors. We have 350 plus students. This is not updated, I'm sorry. Per semester, we're the second biggest section in Vilnius, in Estonia, I guess, right? Yeah. So recent activities: big Halloween party together with ESN MRU and ESN VU. Over 90 attendees, 900 attendees. You can see in that picture in the middle. A successful end of semester farewell gala, which was last week. You can see the picture in the bottom. We had more than 100 and approximately 150 Erasmus students. 120 attendees, almost approximately, and 90% of positive feedbacks. 5-star. Only one guy didn't come voted for a negative feedback. I don't know why. Members training with more than 30 members plus the national board. So you can see Yulia in the top. She was with us. It was also like 2 weeks ago or something like this. Next slide, please. Our nomination, okay, I don't exactly remember the dates, I'm sorry, but we were nominated for the best culture event for Lithuanian culture. And also nursing house visit, best social events. We usually do this very often. This is our main nominations, I would say. I don't remember the dates, but yeah. I guess that's it. Can you...
Next slide.
Next slide. Yes.
So I'll just try to do a speed run for our events. What we do have. So next slide, please. Next slide. Yes. Thank you so much. So yes, every season, let's say our year, we start National Assembly. We have 3 of those during the year. So one is usually during the September, October. Then March we have electronic with all the spicy dramas and very fun stuff going on. And then in June we have a gala, which we always really love to have our international guests to have fun and dress up nicely. Also we have a lot of international people from the cheering team. So here we had cheering team from Hungary, from Italy, and from Germany. So if you also want to apply, March and May, just giving a hint, please let me know. Going next, please, for next slide.
So the next one I will say a little bit because it's our hugest event that is happening for the national level for the students. It is a welcome party that happens every semester in Vilnius and Kaunas. And usually we gather around 800 people, and it's fully organized by our local members. One was the last one, I was organizer. And it's just a really huge place. We are preparing with the topics, teams, and provide students with a lot of things. Everybody's happy, usually.
That's very good.
As much as they can be happy. That's it, next slide.
So of course we're on European platform, so here you can see pictures from Tallinn yet still. Sorry, we did not updated it yet for now. But yeah, so it was very nice to travel to represent. I mean, almost everyone present here today was at NEP, so next year we are waiting you there as well coming. And yeah, going next please. Okay, survival kit. So as I know in Estonia you have a skill box as a training event, so for us it's a survival kit as well. We usually have it in December. We have a few tracks, few trainers. Usually we call our alumni, for example, as well. And yeah, just a bonding experience and just trainings as well for 2 days. Going next, please. Local boards meeting. This is usually a one-day event specifically for the local boards to meet to discuss. You know, it usually happens in January, so it's kind of a venting session, vibes event in a way, because everyone has their own struggles already, maybe some happiness to share as well. And usually it's almost funded. It's free for sections and funded by the national board. So yeah, going next. Community meetings, not communication. From yesterday's presentation, still great. But yeah, so we actively participate in the community meetings, and we really wait all of you in Vilnius as well, not only in Tallinn, and we are really excited to prepare and have fun time with you this February. Going next, please. Erasmus duration meeting. I couldn't not put a picture of myself, of course. But yeah, so next time it's split. We also actively participate. We'll have a huge delegation of 15 people, which is very nice for Lithuania. And yeah, we cannot wait to see you all there.
And I think we don't have a slide for it because we haven't updated in a while, but I guess I can proudly add is that we also do What is Baltics. So yeah, another one, there's a lot to say about it today. We always talk about it, no showing about disclosed materials, but overall it was quite nice, and I'm proud to announce that we have actually managed all to do it, and thank you for all the people who are working with us from ESN Latvia, ESN Riga, ESN Tallinn, and ESN Estonia.
And the last slide, I think, for the events as well. So yeah, the Escape Camp, this is our national event, and basically it happens in the end of May. Students gather for 3 days in kind of the nature, foresty vibes, as you can see by our universities. Forests are our thing. And yeah, just have fun time. Once we also saw Aurora, which was amazing, you know, like not always need to go to Lapland, but yeah, saving money. Yeah, it was a very nice experience. Just recommend if you want to get to know more, just hit us up and we'll try to make some fun. Going next, please. Just a picture of the escape camp of all the participants. Going next. Partners. So we have our amazing partnership manager, which I forgot to include the picture of. I hope he's not cursing me now. But yeah, I'll show his work. So going next, please. He does really a lot. Of course, we have time travelers, but also we have a lot of the local partners. Usually how it works, we have a forms for the sections, and we usually reach them as well ourselves on national board bodies and partnerships. And we really listen to what they want to have, like for example, some chocolate, some maybe living situation, maybe some vacations, or not vacation, but free time, barbershop, or things like this. And also, really nice collaboration with Telia. Telia, as you know, is like a phone company, and they provide us SIM cards for the students when they arrive in Lithuania. So for like few weeks, they can use the card, so it wouldn't be so stressful for them. And when they figure things out, they just decide either they're staying with the company, either they're choosing something else. So very nice initiative, I would say, saves a lot of nerves for them and helps students. Yeah, and going next, please. Yes, that would be it. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions.
How do you do a nursing home visit event? Do Lithuanian old people all speak English?
Those are mainly professors, past professors. I mean, even though they don't speak English, we go there, we bring some snacks, some tote bags, drawing something. You can add something.
I was here at this event, and we have the members who speak Russian, and we had a member who speak Lithuanian, so we were totally prepared to collaborate with them in any language they prefer.
And also we do this event as well, and a lot of the times the old people, they just want to play either like chess or like do some other activities, people not even like specifically talking.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to talk? Okay. Thank you so much. And next and last we have Paula, representing ESN International.
I will just scream and flip next. So hello everyone, I'm Paula. I hope that you
I'm the +1 of ESN Latvia, let's say that, for this event. I was previously a national representative in ESN Latvia's national board for 2 years, and I started my ESN journey with ESN Riga as well in 2023. No, 2. I think in 2022. But okay, I'm here to talk about what is NET. Although you had already, I think, in 2 presentations mentioned one outdated map, then the second one was the newest one about the net and also some international opportunities. So I will spread some propaganda here. Okay, next slide. So, the question to you, what is net?
Same as Baltics, we don't know.
The best region.
I will ask maybe sections to speak. I will tell you can raise your hand now. Okay, you have.
Northern European platform.
Very good, but what it is? Yes, Fatima, tell us.
The best regional platform.
I accept this answer. Very, very good. Someone else. Okay, next slide then. So this is how I decided to categorize what is net. So it is a Northern European platform. It's a region. As you saw in the 2 maps, there are 5 regions here. It's also a regional platform as an event, so Net Riga. I hope that all of you that attended really liked it. But something that I have been spreading as my propaganda or going around as a priest, that Net is a family. We're one big regional family where we can trust each other, we support each other, and there goes also the friendships. Next slide. So yeah, the Northern European platform, again, the same information, still 8 countries. Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Iceland, Latvia, Lithuania, and fun fact, Lithuania was before that in CEP. And they decided to come back, which was the best decision taken. Norway and Sweden. And it's coordinated by the NET regional support team, so it's part of the support structures. And there's a regional coordinator, me, and last year it was actually Matteo, so he can also kind of come talk about NET if he wants. And then there's also a regional training coordinator, which unfortunately for this academic year is vacant. But we had Aurelia as interim regional training coordinator for NET Riga, which I'm very, very thankful for, because I wouldn't manage it alone. Next slide. But yeah, so NET regional support team, it's under the network care team umbrella, so you have the support structures, and there's a network care team umbrella. So again, there's regional support team. If you have questions about the regional support team, you can ask me or Matteo. Sorry, Matteo, for putting you in the spotlight. Then there is also a membership team, and we have Julia, who is part of the membership team as well. So if you have questions about the membership team, you can go ask her. And then there are community managers. There is no community managers in this building, unfortunately. And it's supervised by the Vice President of Government. So this is a team that, as you can see, supports the NOs in different ways. And the 2 main themes of the portfolio that the regional support team has are, of course, the regional platform, the event, so in the first part of the academic year. And then in spring semester is the quality assurance. It's not something that the sections need to worry about, it's something that the national board needs to worry about. We will see you in the calls. And then other things that usually I do are, of course, the monthly calls, so it's a space for the NET NOs to share, vent, cry, laugh. We also play Kahoot, whatever. And of course, supporting NOs. Next slide. And something that was developed, or maybe what I have done so far, there is a social contract between the NOs national levels in NET, so NOs national organization. One of them is that they need to bond in every international event. In GA Rockall, they went to escape room. Julia went there as well. She's still back, so she escaped. Then we also submitted the joint EGM topic proposal. So this was a collaboration between Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, and Lithuania, and also supported by me and Daria, the previous regional training coordinator. Of course, there was a destination of the year call that was open also for the sections. Then there are communication channels, lots of them. I won't bore you with that. Net drive, so for the best practices that we have in the region, and also ESN 101, and something that I want to develop are also the PSOs, or training session outlines. So it will be easier for you also to deliver workshops if you want in the national assemblies and skill box as well. So yeah. Then of course 101 calls. First round was in September. Estonia also joined. No worries, your board is communicating with me. I have no, amazing. have ESN Iceland that joined this year, and of course they need some time to understand how ESN works. And mainly the NET regional support team is the voice of the region. So it's a link between the international level and DNOs on a regional scale. And also, fun fact, did you know that NET is the oldest region in ESN?
Ooh, I'm saying the best one.
Yep. It was before that the Nordic Network meeting that was mentioned in yesterday's beautiful history lesson of ESN, and it started in '98, the first Nordic Network meeting. So ESN Estonia didn't join that time. ESN Latvia as well, and ESN Lithuania as well in Iceland. Okay, moving forward. Now the other propaganda, international opportunities. Why I'm here as well. So one of it, if you're interested, there is a Voices of Change project, which is the ESN headquarters project. So if you want to participate and learn something new, here are the dates of 2 trainings happening. Also open for the local sections, so you just need to apply, and it's organized together with the Scouts. So 30 participants from ESN and 30 participants from Scouts. The deadline is pretty soon. I need to double check it in the email. But if you're interested to go to Romania or Paris, France, amazing. Next. Yes, and this is the biggest propaganda I'm here for. So the Educate Starter. I'm very proudly to say that for this edition, so far NET has seen one of the biggest applications, if I'm not mistaken, 13, but there is nobody from Estonia. But why? So what is Educate Starter? It is designed for volunteers who want to develop their facilitation skills. So for example, you have skill box. There you also develop the facilitation skills, but Educate will train you as well how to develop those skills, mainly in a theory way and also in a practice. And it's a journey towards becoming an ESN trainer. Or maybe you want to be one day a regional training coordinator, or want to be part of the EGM program team. So this is something I haven't done with this year started, but I have heard all of the best things about it, and I know that Julia has applied, Anna has applied, so if you have questions about the application, you can also approach them. The deadline is, I think, tomorrow, or day after tomorrow, so also you need to hurry up a bit, but definitely try to explore this avenue of ESN International stuff. Next. And yes, ESN Awards. It's also something that is open, and I heard that you have amazing initiatives. So these are all of the awards that you can pick where you want to categorize it and apply for it. And who knows, maybe in EGM split you will go on the stage and receive the award. So yeah. And I think that's all from me, because ESN Latvia please asked me to hurry up because they want to go to the coffee break. So thank you, and this is a picture from, of course, Latvia. And if you have questions, you can always approach me as well.
Just to make clear, ESN points are not ESN awards.
Right.
No. For ESN awards, it's more civilized.
Yeah, it's
type of award.
Yes. Less networking, maybe.
ESN awards is wonderful.
Sorry.
Because of contact.
Yes. Any questions or comments? Please.
Can you go back for a moment to the slide about Timișoara? The English second English.
Yes. The Voice of Changes project. Back. Yes. No? Front? Yes. Okay. So,
I just wanted to look one more time at this and ask.
okay. You needed the process. Yes. Okay.
Yes. I need to accept that it's Romanian.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a photo. Wait, not video. Super, thank you.
So you have accepted the fact. Perfect.
At the time given, yes.
But if you are interested to go to Romania, you can apply.
All right. We thank Paul again, and you can go on. And we have time for coffee break.
A little announcement before coffee break. Thanks international guests for the nice presentations and getting to know each other. I would like to kindly remind that we have sugar cubes at the end, at the other side of the room. For those of you who don't know, sugar cubes are little letterbox where we can write some cute positive vibes notes or appreciation and put it in the little box of the person we want to put it. If you have complaints or something, my letterbox is very open also for complaints or insults or anything. Just put it in mine, don't put it in others. Then or do if they consent to receive feedback.
There is a feedback form for that, but sugar cubes are called sugar cubes for a reason. So
Sugar, you will get feedback form.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. One second. Yes. Yes. So, and then we have, there will be, okay, before the coffee break, we also today, besides the 25th birthday of ESN in Estonia, it's also the birthday of one of our special participants. So we are ready to sing a little happy birthday to Anna.
Anna, come in front.
Do you have a happy birthday song?
No music.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I can sing.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anna. Happy birthday to you. Fire hazard. It's a safety hazard then.
What time are we back? Coffee break is on, and Mincha will write at what time to be back in the chat.
I'm not sorry, actually.
Alright, I need to talk to Gonzalo.
I put some what was it? Window shift.